We're guaranteeing, folks, 1.25 million. We expect it to exceed and go way over like we did on our 500K guarantee, which went to 990,000, almost double, within 10,000. Ace, King, King. This is a PLO bomb pod, so everybody put $15 in. $5 super chat from Ready Mike. I tweeted Doyle asking for advice for young poker players. All he said was pray. I'll ask you the same. Slick Rick, I'm 21. Advice for a young player. Well, here's my best advice, because I'm not going to give you strategy advice. I'm going to say this. Play with money that if you lose, it's not going to affect your life one way or another. If you don't have much money, start in low stakes. And if you lose and you go home, you still tomorrow will be able to do everything you could ever want and need to do with your money. That's my advice to you. Young fella, take it easy. You don't have to play at the high stakes, even though you see it, a lot of people doing it. Bankroll. Don't play with money
Bankroll management.
you don't have.
So here we go. Who has this one locked up? Both players with the king. Ash now has this one locked up.
But there's a lot of hearts out there and a board pair.
Check, check. Ash is good.
And she's going to win with the straight. And she's going to high-five a player who she just beat out of a pot. And only Pokerface Ash could do that. Because who wouldn't high-five Pokerface Ash?
I think everyone
Delightful.
would probably do that.
Yes, Racer Nerds. Slick Rick Lodge knows that you...
Playing grinding. I see Big Nate. He's playing. Everybody's got stacks. They're doing well. Getting nods from everybody. Nice, nice, nice. Eli up here going for 100. 15, 15, 15. How's 100 taste? 3-betting with ace, 8-6 offsuit, not ace, 8, 8-6. And Ash has ace-jack. Let's see what she wants to do. She's been very, very chatty. Don't think she's focused to play this hand here out of position. But she says, okay, let's see what happens. John Snap calls. Skillet brewing. 6:45 in the morning. The pot is hot. Pour yourself a cup. Let's see what it brings. Jack high board, so a favorable flop for Ash, who has John out kicked. And Eli connects with the 8, so this is just the action flop that we needed. And Eli just has his foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Ash will not be folding for 250 here, and then what will our boy John do in the 4 seat? See his face a little perplexed. John would have much rather preferred seeing some hearts on this board, but for 250, top pair, decent kicker. Thought he would make the call, but he gets it away, so a good fold there from John. Giving credit to at least Ash and perhaps Eli for a better hand, and one of them has a better hand. 5 of spades. Gives Ash more equity with the spade draw. She checks. I think Eli here might slow down. See a free river card. Hope to connect with an 8 or a 6 does. And the river is an ace, so ace is up for Ash. A good bluff card, so I like to see maybe Ash check this, and Eli might get after it, believing that she does check. So she's trapping Eli here. Let's see if Eli falls for the trap. Ash plays this hand very, very well.
He does.
And he does. Snap call from Ashley. So the trap working to perfection. Makes an additional $500 and a little bit smile to the next door neighbor in John.
Very well played.
Very well indeed.
All right, so it's 9:55. We're 35 minutes away. So here's what we're going to do right now. Everybody, on the count of 3, what we're going to do is we're going to exit out of the chat and then click the like button. And we're going to try to get to this overtime right this second. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Exit the chat. Click on the like.
You go home home a little early tonight.
Yeah.
More than happy to stay here and accommodate additional hands, but it's been a long couple hours for us, so it's in your hands like it always is, chat. So if you want more poker, do your part. We will do ours and keep our promise.
Yeah, that was a great check. Just like
Was.
you had said, she should check here. She did and got paid off.
That hand was very well played.
And she's starting to feel it a little bit. Don't know what she has here, but she 3-bets to 150. And they're going to ask her to rescan her cards. Now, John, I believe, in the next few minutes might get replaced by a new player. No? All right. I don't know if that was originally talked about, but 10-4-5. Pair of tens for Eli. And Pokerface Ash and Eli going at it part deux.
It's heating up indeed. Top pair for Eli. Eli probably a little bit steamed up on that last hand, and Ash goes big here on the flop. A dry board, 150. Eli snap calls, no help on the turn.
He does pick up some outs.
Open-ended now with his deuce, so it does pick up plenty more outs.
7 to be exact.
Eli will not be folding for pot size. Ash size is up here on. Now it becomes a little bit of a wetter board with the hearts and the open-ender. Boy, oh boy, would an ace from space be spicy and brutal for Ash. To the river we go.
7.
So
It's not going to help.
let's see how snap all in from Ash. Doesn't waste any time. 2.1. So this hand has escalated quickly, not taking much time. Ash goes big on flop turn and big on river. What will Eli do here? Perhaps maybe Eli thinks, does she have ace king here? Overplaying ace king. Would she do something like this? Unlikely. Trying to look her up a little bit, see if she's nervous. Seems pretty confident to me. I think Eli will get away here and make the fold. Does. Shows the 10 and folds.
Well, we're in much better shape now. We're at 445 likes with 30 minutes to go. Still need 55, but I would say we're in fairly decent shape. She would not be driving. And, you know, we highly recommend anybody who does drink, take an Uber.
Or Lyft.
Or Lyft, or get a friend to drive, or
have Rick pick you up and take you home in the Pilot. Back seat's very comfortable. Pocket 9 is the Gretzky's, the great one. For Ash, raise it up to 25. And Ash says, take a look at this. You can sweat me. Sweat this. Ducks for Dan. Dan played pretty well with his crabs earlier, jamming on Notorious. Eli folding there with the King Jack. Dan here 3-betting, so I like the 3-bet with the Ducks in late position. 8-3-6. Ash with a disguised overpair. Says, what you gonna do?
Whatever you bet, I'm calling.
Talking a big game. Whatever you bet, I'm calling. And Dan's jeez. Fires in a booger chip faster than you could say booger. Snap call, my goodness. What's going to happen here when the perhaps comes 10 high plus or higher? What will Ash say then? And that's a king high board, so those 9s no longer top pair. She checks and no longer talking a big game. She's no longer calling whatever. House 200 taste. She calls. So will Dan fire a river bet?
Here comes the river. Ace of diamonds and Pokerface Ash.
A very good bluff card. Dan slows down. Dan fires again there on the river. It would have likely gotten through, but Ash All Smiles rakes in a $700 pot. DQ screaming one more bet. That would have likely got it through. DQ coming back.
Cumulative winnings there. Notorious TJ up 4K. Pokerface Ash up 966.
DQ. So the stream has ended, but they're still playing around the delay. And DQ says, "You guys got to give me a mention. Once the cameras go off, I scoop a 4K pot